If you are pitching brands for brand collaborations and no one is responding, it might be because you're making one of these mistakes. I personally do not do a lot of pitching because I find it very time consuming. If you built enough of like a personal brand and a social media presence, if you're being strategic, you should have more brands reaching out to you, which is how I get like 95% of my work. With that being said, there have definitely been some specific brands that I have reached out to and wanting to work with. So here are my tips on actually landing those deals. Number one is to make sure that you are emailing the right person. If you find an email address and it's just like hello@brand.com or info@brand.com, you should probably assume that that's just like their general customer service email. And if you were emailing that, chances are it is not going to get looked at. Just getting lumped in with literally all the other emails that they receive on a consistent basis. Two ways that I would go around this is either one, I would DM them on Instagram and ask for a partnerships email. It can be a great first line of defense because obviously if they respond, then you know exactly who to email. But sometimes their DMs are also flooded and you're going through the request folder. So another thing that I like to do is use a platform to actually find a specific person's email that works for the company and like influencer marketing partnerships. I have a specific platform that I recommend in my UGC beginner guide, but it's just like way too much to explain in this video. Second thing that's an absolute must is linking your portfolio. At the very least, your social pages. There used to be this rumor going around that like if you had a link in your email, it would automatically go to spam. I think the workaround is that don't put like drop the link in there, but hyperlink it. I talked to brand owners before and they get so frustrated when they get a pitch from a creator to create content, but they literally have zero like proof or like zero like nothing to showcase how they actually create content. It is very likely that they'll just end up deleting the email instead of having to respond to ask them to send the portfolio. Another mistake that creators make that is so obvious is mass pitching literally the exact same pitch to multiple different brands. It feels like an inauthentic pitch, immediately it's going to get deleted. It can also be very time consuming to create very personal pitches for every single brand. Again, going back to my guide, I have that same platform that allows you to mass pitch emails, but also have specific tweaks to it to personalize it, which that definitely makes it so much easier. Okay, last few little like rapid fire tips and we can wrap this up. Number one is to keep that initial outreach email super brief and short and to the point. Basically, the goal of the first email is just to get a response. So we don't need to tell them our whole life story, everything we love about the brand. Like just keep it very direct. Backing off of that, again, the tone of your first email is about what can you do for the brand? Like how can you create them awesome content with your expertise, with your analytics, with your, again, your portfolio, all that stuff. Don't make it so much about you and what you like and why you like them. Make it about them. Last tip that I have has been a complete game changer, and I literally hate using that word, but it is so true. Ending your initial email and honestly all emails with a question that will definitely increase your chance of getting a response. So instead of saying something like, let me know if you're looking for creators or, you know, can't wait to hear from you or whatever. Ask them, are there any open campaigns right now? Who would be the best person for me to reach out to as far as a creator campaign? Hope that these were helpful. Please let me know if you have any other questions on this. If you want to learn more about my UGC beginner guide, I have it linked in my profile, or if you want to comment about it, I'm happy to send you the link so you can learn more directly.